basically this BZ comic. As you can see, I'm finishing up this blue Beetle sword, and I wanted to bring you guys along for the journey. So as you can see, it's a pretty satisfying experience. Basically what I'm doing, I know there is a little bit of painter's tape, but I don't have it. So what I'm basically doing is adding the painter's tape on full, flatten it down, and then cutting the edges and making it just basically look like this. So it's coming out quite amazing. But as you can see, not only do I have to do it on one side, I have to do it on the other as well. To me, as I was doing it, I was like, man, I gotta show something a little bit different to you guys. So let's get into it. I've been looking, I think it's called like pinstripe, painter's tape or something like that. That's what I'm really looking for in order to do this a little bit easier. But with this, it works. As you can see, like in between the lines, I'm also keeping some of that taped off as well. And the reason I'm doing that is so that way it's more of a glow. So I'm adding the tape, pressing it down sharp, pressing it down as good as I can. With the back of this X-Acto knife, I'm basically working in the it wants to be faced this way. Alright. Make sure you guys can still see that. So I'm working in the crease. So that way everything gets like detailed out. And then I'm cutting from there. Like I said, as you start to cut and everything starts to show, super satisfying. So this is something that I kind of learned from the Blades of Chaos, the swords that you see behind me. This is what I basically did with those, and I used some liquid painter's tape. Now with this one, I can't do that because as you can see with the blade inside, you can see some of those holes. So the liquid painter's tape will go right through that and probably mess up the prop. So this is the method. Pressing that in there as solid as I can so that way I can get the best outline. And then from there, I'm just going ahead and cutting. And this is gonna really make this sword pop. Those blades, I am gonna be redoing those as well. What's going on with everybody? What's going on, Max? Azai, what's going on? Jeremiah, what's going on, man? What's going on with you guys? Of course I 3D print. This is all 3D printed, Max. Gear 5 Kids, do you like Avatar? Yes, I love Avatar. Growing up, bro, that was my show. I love that show. I got the whole, I actually still got the whole series of it on DVD. I loved that show as a kid. That and Yu-Gi-Oh! If you can see, ooh, got the pyramid right there. Those two are my favorite shows as a kid. They don't make cartoons like that anymore. I don't know. To me, at least. Now it's all, you gotta find it in the anime. Just to about done on this side. Gotta make sure I keep an eye on the screen as well. I just looked up for a second, like 5 of you guys had said something, so I'm not ignoring you guys. Some of the indents on the sword too make this so easy. Gotta have my camera. So as you guys know, I'm recording this for the full video too, so you guys are kind of getting a bit of a sneak peek. So not only am I gonna do that on, or do this on this sword, I'm gonna have, or on this piece, I gotta do this on basically every other piece, so. Just about there on this piece. That's the main part I wanted to show you guys. Just make sure I don't. So satisfying to me. Too much. And once I get all of this done, I'm basically just going to be priming this down and then getting to work on the rest of the pieces. One of the main things that I like about the sword that they actually inked is, as you can see at the bottom, they actually left me a strip to put LEDs in. They left 2 places to put metal rods in, which is big time helpful. Because on these, if you guys have ever played Halo, I'm making the energy swords as well, but the handle doesn't, it comes these like 4 parts right there where you can kind of put some kind of down, but the length of the sword with the handle, that's my only concern, is that everything sticks together. Because I did make this with a little bit extra infill, but I'll figure it out. The good thing is that this does open, so this is a 2-part. So if I need to I connected everything together first to see if I will brace on the inside, just to make that stand together. But that's something that that was not from DO3D. That's actually from you guys have ever heard of Adafruit. They're a good company. They work a lot of PCB boards, different things like that. But that file came from them. But I can't wait to finish that one up. Swords have kind of been the thing. Ever since I did that one, I was like, I kind of want some more. And when I'm going to be taken down, I don't know if I want to do a giveaway for it, but I am going to be redoing those Blades of Chaos very shortly. And I don't know if I might do a giveaway for those. process. How did that happen? Trying to turn this camera off. Some water. And so again, just kind of pressing everything down. Give you guys a little sneak peek once I get this side done of some of the other prints I got going. If you've been keeping up, you know I got Ultraman Taro coming up. I'll show you guys what that's looking like now. I got 2 Captain America helmets coming in. So the reason I'm doing 2 of those, typically I only do 1, but the white helmet and the blue scene from the movie, I kind of wanted both. And shout out to my B-Way, they actually resin printed some lenses for me. Bro, stay tuned. And go ahead and give this a cut. I'm like a 5-year-old. Still pop bubble wrap. Don't judge me. Making sure not to cut too deep as well, because I don't want some of these scratches to come through. Still debating if I'm gonna sand this down as well. This thing's looking good. Bang. Some of this stuff in the middle, I'm gonna keep, because I think that's gonna make the light look a little bit better. I don't want it to just be these lines. I don't want it to just be like all just like the lines like that. I want it to like some of the inside of it, I want it to give like more of a glow as well. Get away with this piece. During the thought process of this, I was like kind of losing sleep, thinking like, how am I gonna get this part to go? Because I couldn't find in any store like the pinstripe painter's tape. And then once I actually printed this, like I said, I seen the holes that were in it, so I was like, how am I gonna cover that up? This is actually working. I don't know, making swords and bigger props this year has definitely been like something I've been doing. I don't know if it's just me, but I really like that part. That's coming up good. Just got this last little quarter piece here. Trying not to overlap too much. Do that piece and then I'll use that for the last. I can't wait to see this thing all done. It's a little thinner than I thought, but the length of it is actually a lot bigger. I thought this was going to be a wider sword, but I think it's about maybe 5 feet tall. It's like the other half of this took me a little bit longer, but now that I'm doing this side, it's kind of just like flowing. How do they say it in Dragon Ball? He's learning as he fights. Bang. Know what you guys think. How's it looking so far? What I'm really looking for as well is a 3D print that I can make from one piece. I seen like a couple of what's it called of the fruits on DL3D, but I want to make one of the swords from there. Just gotta find the right one. Did I do this on both sides? What's happening? Did I just do the wrong side or something? Am I tripping? Red Hood? It's right back there. Which way is the camera? Red Hood's right here. The full video of that's out as well. I'm looking for Red X. Red X I'm trying to make. I don't know if you meant Red X, but I want to make Red X as well. Looking for a good file for that. Let me show you what's closer, so you can see. This is one of my favorite. I think this is one of the best ones that I did. As far as like a scale wearable, I had eyes in there, but I took the LED eyes out of that one. I gotta get a couple more and switching them around. Nice little piece. Bang. One blade done. Good thing that doesn't really have, or the first piece of the blade doesn't have any of that detail. It's just these other four. And as you can see, the further you go, the crazier the detail. But I did want to show you guys that. Just something a little bit different. Like I said, I know they have pinstripe painter's tape, a little something thinner. But you can kind of get a little bit more creative. Because even with that stuff, you'd still have to do like a couple twists and turns and this and that. So this is a little bit easy. And like I said, with keeping a little bit more, I can dictate where I want it to shine along with the pattern to make the shine up brighter. But yeah, once this is all done, of course it will be one. Kind of use like a little fake numbering system to remember where they go to. So give you guys like a little idea. try. See how far we can go. So this, one more, and then it's gonna be all of this plus piece and then the handle. The good thing is that the file already sliced up like this. And if you are just joining, like I said, the even better thing is that they give you a little slit to put the LEDs in. And they give you those two little holes on the side to put the metal rods in. It's gonna be a big super saver. Because like I said, if you've ever played Xbox, these are coming as well, but I don't have those capabilities to figure out something within that little situation. Maybe some walls or something, I don't know. Something's gonna come through, but like I said, after those swords, I was like, yo, I'm gonna keep going. They're basically done. The good thing about this is like, all I had to do was solder the pieces together, and now I just throw the LED lights in, and that's it. And they actually give you a little pre-made space, put a PCB board in. So I have like a couple PCB boards. If you haven't, check out my video of me explaining how you can kind of basically use those. I have to continue that series. That's going to be coming the more I get into these with LEDs and the Linux. But like I said, I wanted to show you guys something different, something cool. If you're looking to make this blade, and like I said, if you don't have the thin painter's tape to help, that's a new method in your tool belt. Tuned for this build. Let me show you guys what else is coming. So, like I said, I got this sword, I got that sword. Let me show you guys, stay right there. So this is actually one of two Captain America helmets that I'm going to be finishing up. I don't want these to like touch anything because as you can see, they're still in the primer stage, and as you can see, I've been priming, so I don't want this to mess up. I already got the magnets and everything in, but this is going to be amazing. Like I said, I made two of these. One's going to be the blue and then one will be the white. And the biggest thing, like I said, shout out to PCBWay. They are one of my new sponsors. I'm gonna see once I end this video, I'm gonna leave a link. If you don't have a 3D printer, or if you need something resin printed, how I did in this video, or how I will for this video, they can actually make you 3D print. I'll leave you my link, which will get you $5 off your first print. So that definitely helps. Printing these out from them, they're not like a super expensive company, but yeah, having this, because I was like, I don't have a vacuum former or anything like that, so I was like stressing out, how am I gonna make this? For Blue Beetle, you can kind of see Blue Beetle back there, but I use some why am I drawing a blank? Brain fart. I use some sunglass lenses for that, but for this, I was like, I need a neutral piece. But yeah, that's, just look at it like that, man. That is crazy. I can't wait to finish this up. And I scaled this to my head when I had it. So now that I cut my hair, this is gonna fit even better. So I'm gonna even put up or showing you guys in the video how to make these a little bit more comfortable on the inside, because from actors, from creators, they always say like the insides of helmets are not comfortable. And I usually don't do anything to the inside, but now I'm gonna start doing that. But shout out to PCBWay for these. I can't wait for that to be finished. Along with that, I got another helmet in the secret layer. Got Wolverine helmet that I'm finishing up. So this is gonna go with the Wolverine claws that I just finished as well. So that's another one that's coming up. And the good thing about this one, as you can see, there's a lot of detail and it came out smooth. So with these, I don't have to do a lot of sanding, which means that these can be done very quickly. So I got those and one more. Stay right there. Give me 2 seconds. If you're here, you're getting a sneak peek to it all. This is the Ultraman Taro helmet that I'm making. So this is a cosplay or an anime that kind of got mixed reviews, but I like it. That thing looks crazy. And then there are pieces of ear. So I just basically glued these in, and now I'm gonna go give the final color. So tomorrow you'll see the short to this being painted, like all the smaller accents in, which sometimes I don't do, but for this one I was like, yo, I'm going all out because this looks perfect. And for the eyes, I got some LED eyes that are gonna go in here as well. So sneak peek how good that looks. But yeah, guys, thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you learned something new little tactic or trick. Like I said, I got a number of these to do. That's gonna all be a part of the video. So you guys got a sneak peek into the video. Stay tuned. If you haven't seen it already, definitely go check out the Winter Soldier build. That video is out now. The Wolverine claws are out now as well. And this cool Black Panther helmet that I made with 4 LEDs. Besides that, guys, it's BZ Comics. Peace.